Good minute.
Recuerda que este es un vuelo internacional. Necesitamos verificar su pasaporte y boleto una última vez al momento de ingresar. Muchísimas gracias por su colaboración. Pasaportes y boletos listos para
Pasa que los subtítulos no vinieron en español. Mi idioma era turco y no vino con subtítulos.
En el aeropuerto ya. ¿Eh?
Hello.
No, mami, no se escucha bien.
Just a little bit, Kellen. Oh my God, you don't even know. I gotta put my glasses on.
Pero ¿y cómo viene tu tiempo para
I got a lot going on. I'm actually in New York right now, the New York airport. I'm on my way to Atlanta, handle some business. Left the girls in Ivory Coast while I go do what I gotta do. But let's just say that I'm not gonna be on the continent permanently too much longer. Just in the context. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be there permanently too much longer. I'm actually writing a book about my experience, but long story short, they almost killed me in the hospital twice, and I do, and they physically abused me, gave me physical injuries, and ripped off all my fingernails. These are not even the nails. The nails, I have longer nails. They ripped them all the way to the skin, the nubs. They put me unconscious. They put me under anesthesia without my permission or my daughter's permission. They didn't let her see me for 2 days. And after the 2 days, I ended up with like something called the policeman heel, which is basically like a bruised heel with blood in it. Bruises on the back of my leg, the same leg. Bruises and burns and scratches, and also on my right shoulder. When I asked them what happened to me, they told me, you did that to yourself. I didn't come in here with these physical injuries. I know I was unconscious for 2 days. And when Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. And when I woke up, I'm asking y'all what happened to me, and you're like, oh, you did that. Excuse me? Okay. So I went to the police. I filed a police report. Well, first I went to the police, and they sent me away, like, oh, you got to go get you a lawyer. I'm like, y'all can't write no police report. Like, I have physical injuries. I got photos. I printed out everything. Like, they did this shit. Then they was like, nah, send me away. The next day, I went to, but he said, no, I'm gonna call the hospital. This is the police said, we'll call the hospital, and maybe you can go talk to them, and maybe you can get like, you guys can come up with some sort of solution. So I go meet with the director of the hospital, it's a woman, and the 3 doctors who treated me. They was in there laughing, looking at me like I was dumb. The lady was like, what do you want? I'm like, I want compensation. That's what I want. Do you want us to look at your injuries and treat them now? No, I don't. I've been out the hospital for days. When I was in here, like, why would I let y'all touch me again? So she was like, I'm going to do my investigation and get back to you. Well, I said, you do what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do.
It was Blue Moon, right, baby?
I went to the U.S. Embassy and raised hell 2 days before Christmas.
You sent it?
Because I got out the hospital on December
That's you, right?
19th, but I still needed to recover. What I went to the hospital for originally was malaria. I had malaria. And not only did I have malaria, but I had the rarest kind, the cerebral malaria that like makes you crazy. So this is a blood situation, but I come out with physical injuries. So I go to the U.S. Embassy. They telling me, oh, they're closed. This ain't damn Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And somebody finna come talk to me right now. I'm American. Quit talking to me in French. Speak English. If you'll speak English, go get me somebody to speak English. I'm on the U.S. Embassy territory right now, and I need... Oops. I have a little extra right there, and I need to talk to somebody. So the head of security came out, and he was a white dude, came running, double timing, tell he was military. He was like, "What happened? What happened?" I was like, "Yeah, I got, physically abused at the hospital. I don't know what happened to me while I was unconscious. I'm asking them if they sexually assault me. Like, I don't know what the fuck they did to me." So the head of security gave me this is a white dude who got an Ivorian dude that worked right up under him. So this dude comes and he's like, "Well, you need to go to the 30th precinct." I was like, "I went there. They sent me away yesterday." He was like, "Nah, get in the car." Drove over there, wrote a whole 3-page statement in French, and then the prosecutor picked it up from the country because now I'm in there with the U.S. Embassy. And the guy who turned me away, he got reprimanded because he turned me away. So he was like, "No, you was at the right place yesterday." So then they filed the report. Then I went and got a lawyer because I want to file a civil case because they're filing a criminal case on the physical abuse, the neglect, and also the amount of money they charged me. Which when they saw my receipts, they was like, "You went in for what?" Like, I could have had 3 kids. I could have had 3 kids, 3 cesarean sections, and a hysterectomy, and had some change left for the amount of money I paid to go get treated. So the police think that they extorted me. But what about my physical injuries? So I got myself a lawyer. The lawyer went and filed paperwork to have a judge appoint an expert doctor to go over my medical record and see if anything was done wrong. If the expert doctor says, yeah, something was done wrong, then I can sue them to filth, basically, to everything they got. They literally, like, if I show you guys, let me show you. You're not even gonna believe me. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. So anyway, this is part of my book, and it's also part of the reason why I'm leaving Ivory Coast, because I've been there for 2 years, and once you get to any country, any place, and you don't know it that well, you have a good time. It's a beautiful place, beautiful vibe. Then after a while, you start to see how that place ticks, and they are prejudiced against us. They're prejudiced as fuck. Just because I walked in the building looking like this. Just because y'all don't look like this or act like this, I don't have nothing to do with that. Let me see. Show y'all what the hell they did to me. Now I didn't send my mama all the photos, so I'm about to look on her messages. Okay, warning, this is graphic, okay? It's graphic. Oh no, that was... See, no, those... I ain't gonna... I gotta show you the other stuff first. Hold on. So when I got out, I didn't even know I had the bruises and burns on my leg. My daughter, my youngest daughter, she came in my room, she in there taking care of me. And she's like, I stood up. She was like, "Mom, your leg." And I was like, my legs was hurting. My whole body was hurting because I was, one of the symptoms is like muscle pain and shit. So I was thinking my leg was hurting for that reason. I didn't know this was the problem. So this is the back of my leg. The back of my left leg. So I had this one doctor, this one nurse rather, that was in there, and he liked me, I guess, but we exchanged contact information. So I'm texting him like, "What happened to me?" And he was like, "I've been asking people, and that nobody wants to confess." I saw my nails ripped off of the skin, and I'm sitting there looking at it for like 3 hours trying to get my mind right. Like, what the fuck happened? I'm really literally lost. Like, there's a loop in my head because I don't know what happened to me. And I took a picture of myself in the hospital and my nails, and it's not cute. Mind you, these are my natural nails. So they ripped my nails off. They bruised my leg. The leg thing, he said it was a blood pressure cuff on my leg. I said, "Why did y'all need to do that?" Oh, because we needed your blood pressure every 30 minutes. So you couldn't come get it off my arm. You already put me under anesthesia and had me unconscious. Oh, you were having seizures and spasms. Could it have been that it was it happening every 30 minutes? Because that's how, what I think is they put this blood pressure cuff on my leg. It was put on wrong. The shit was shocking me. You know what I'm saying? Like making me have involuntary reflexes. I was kicking the bed. The bed was small as, I'm tall. I'm a tall girl. They had me in a small ass bed where the headboard, the footboard. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the foot that has this problem is the same leg that the blood pressure cuff was on. So in my mind, I'm thinking that they were shocking the shit out of me every 30 minutes, and then they thinking I'm having seizures, so they put me under anesthesia to take the motherfucking shit. If you look up policeman's heel, it says there has to be repeated pressure, repeated kicking, pushing, something had to be repeated. So the only way that could have happened, in my opinion, is every 30 minutes when y'all turn that dumbass cuff on. So this is, let's see. Oh, they left the IV in my arm so long that the shit swelled up to the size of my calf or bigger. Look at this. That's my arm. I'm on live telling people what happened to me in the hospital in Ivory Coast. They literally abused me. They abused the shit out of me out there. Are you considering another African country? No, I'm not. I'm coming back to the U.S. I'm coming back to the U.S. so I can get my money up like I know how to do real fast. And then I'll decide where else I'm gonna go. But no, I'm not going back to Puerto Rico. I left Puerto Rico for a reason as well, because Puerto Rico is on some other shit too. But here's the thing, guys. This is what long story short, because all the details are gonna be in the book. Long story short is this is what I learned. We're a formidable tribe as Black Americans. We just don't know that we're a tribe. Their tribal is hell in Africa. And the only way we can be successful, in my opinion, in Africa, is that we come as a group. Is that we build our own community, we build our own schools, we build our own businesses, hospitals, and our standard, and then we let them buy from us and deal with us, because that's what the Chinese is doing, that's what the French is doing, that's what the Arabs is doing. They're coming in a group, getting their own little section, doing their thing. They're not trying to integrate like us. We coming out there like, oh, my family. They don't give a about you. If you're not from their tribe, it's like, They want to see how stupid you are. They want to see if you're going to spend your money. They're going to see if you're going to pay 3 times as much for something that you know somebody else is paying for. And then they're going to, want you to just be okay with the fact that they think that, the pale-faced people are they saviors. I took my daughter out of school because they don't teach African history. They teach French history. They teach what they want you to know. They don't even teach about Leopold in the Congo. Just happened in the 1900s. Killed 10 million. But they don't talk about that. They don't teach that. And that's the problem. That's one of the problems. They don't even know the history that they have with the colonizer. And we do. So I'm not saying that Africa's not a place for us to be, but the way we go, we need to go as a group. I'm a single Black woman with 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? I'm a single Black woman with 2 daughters. I ain't gonna be able to do this by myself. I'm not gonna be able to make things happen. They don't even respect women out here like that. I was working with this lawyer, and he was on some old bullshit. I'm trying to do this conference, investor conference, invite people here. He's supposed to do one part of the game. He's lackadaisical, slow, and so I hit him up, and he's like, "Oh, you don't respect me. You don't respect me as your older brother. You ain't my older brother. I don't know your mama. You don't know mine. You get respect off of what you do. You get respect off of, your actions. Like, I don't gotta yield to you because you came out the coochie first, player." Think y'all know me like that. They don't. I think now that it's Black History Month, Somebody needs to introduce African history to Africa so they can learn about each other, because that will create unity, that will create pride. You know how prideful we felt when we learned that we created all the things that are technical and practical to our lives, but if we didn't know those things, we wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? It created some sort of pride and unity. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. Not on the people level. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, yeah, like the Ghanaian president. Oh, African Americans, come over here, get your citizenship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Hey, come over here, get your citizenship. That's the president. You ain't gonna meet him. And if you do, okay. But all the people,
You ready to go?
they don't feel like him.
You better
They
wait
feel like,
till that
who is
lady
this
come
nigga
and
coming over
behave
here?
yourself.
Where they from? Who they is? You know what I'm saying? The Nigerians and the Ghanaians, they always got a beef, a battle going on something. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
Esposa? Esposa?
No,
Novia?
soltera.
Solo.
What?
Son! I don't know Spanish that well.
Okay, you just gotta listen.
No, listen, even though this is where my mother was from.
Okay.
Cubana.
Yeah.
Mama Cubana, Papa Jamaican. Yeah. Wakanda forever.
And you New Yorkin. But yeah.
Blessed.
So I'm out here right now because I still have like property and stuff, and I have like my truck in
Don't leave.
I have my truck in Puerto Rico still. So I'm about to go to get my truck and ship it back to Georgia so I can have my vehicle, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of stuff that I have out there, I'm just gonna sell it. I have a car, I have a bunch of other things, but I'm gonna sell it and I'm coming back. I'm about to build my money up. I'm about to build up my network of people because we going over there forceful next time. Like, because we still need to go because America ain't it at all. It ain't it over there either. But what's it over there is that they have land that's ours. And we can go claim it. We can live freely there for real. You know what I'm saying? But if it's safety in numbers, you know what I'm saying? If we got our own group, it'd be a whole different type of thing. But, you know, yeah, we need to exactly. And they not with the shit. Like we with the shit out here, they are not with the shit. Obviously, I didn't realize how criminal I think when I started seeing the shit in Africa. Like what I mean by that is this. Hold on. Oh my, the African dream just busted. Nah, it didn't bust. It became real. It became the dream is a whole nother, is untangible. Reality is reality. So you just regroup and you decide on how you gonna make it happen. But when I say I didn't understand how I've been criminal, I used to you pull up to the gas station, right? First off, you can't even use your card to get gas. You gotta pay cash. Cool. You pay cash. It's the little boy, about 5'1", pumping your gas, and he got a knot this fat in his pocket, and he take your money and.
I heard Spectral Haze. Keep going.
I said,
Okay,
what?
so we service
That could never happen. If it was a whole bunch of niggas out here, that could never
Bottle with
happen.
a straw.
They're gonna change them policies.
If we were going back to where we just came from, if we were
Got it.
And that's just one of the things that they do. That's just not,
One Spectral Haze, one night.
but I got business ideas, plans actually. Like I've created the business plans,
Cauliflower
foolproof plans.
and the burger.
And I'm gonna come back over here and get all the money and the people together and go back and do it. And when I win on my court case, because I'm going for millions, I'm talking about I'm suing the hospital, each doctor's insurance. I'm not playing. And I'll invest right back in that damn country.
White cheddar.
Let me see. My wife said that when our ancestors were taken from West Africa, it created brain drain. Most of the early African leaders came to the U.S. to get educated. Everything is a scam. Taxes to the landlord. Okay, so here's the other thing about that. What we don't know, as Black Americans, is that Mansa Musa. You hear about Mansa Musa all the time from Mali, but you don't hear about his brother Abu Bakari. Abu Bakari is the reason why Mansa Musa became king. He gave him the throne. Abu Bakari gave Mansa Musa the throne. Why? Because he wanted to go sell He took 2,000 ships at least of food, resources, and people over 100 and something years before Columbus. So some of us just went because we was ready to go, way before they was selling us. Okay, so we gotta start looking at it like we was moving about the world before anybody was moving about the world. We gotta look at it like we ran Spain for 700 years before Columbus. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand those things. You know what I'm saying? We built Germany. We built all of that. We built everything. Just put it like that. Everything that's anything, we built it, including the Vatican. Okay? It's time for us to know who we are for real. And it took me to go over there and to live there for 2 years to understand how we need to do it. We're fighting an uphill battle in this country, in America. But we could literally go make waves and take over if we come in a group. If we come in a group. They don't, and that's the other thing, they don't need our money, y'all. They need our education. They need our brain. They got money. They got more money than you can. I thought I was doing something. I was at the bank. This man was cashing a check. A regular, if you looked at the dude, you wouldn't even imagine this, but he had a 69 million seafood check. Let me tell you how much that. Oh shit! Hold on.
That's good stuff.
What happened? Oh, you like this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's right. I hear ya.
I appreciate you.
I'm 100% on the service side work, and people come back to me all the time. Because
Yeah.
of businesses.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me
Okay,
do some work
okay.
in a second. I'm coming back though, but I owe you drinks. 9 ounce,
Time.
and I owe you some toasted lava.
No, now you're like Spectral Haze.
That's what's up. IPA. Let me stop in this focus.
So Rob, I tell you,
Hold on.
be there tomorrow, unfortunately.
What time is your meeting?
11 o'clock.
This is the small, but you're going to go into the top, right? Hold on.
Okay. All right. So dang, what was I saying? Somebody refresh me real quick. Somebody, I'm drinking this little Pinot. I think this Pinot Grigio. Let me read the comments I get. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, 113,000. So dude just walked in there with some flip flops on, with some crusty ass feet, and just walked in with this check like, yeah, I need to cash this. Like no big deal. I'm like, they got money. What regular nigga you know walking in the bank cashing a check for 113 grand? That and own his car outside, because everybody who got a car own it.
Where you headed tonight?
Ain't no
Thanks
credit.
for indulging me.
So we gotta come out there, come correct. We gotta come correct. I know I ain't cashing no $113,000 checks unless I sold about a $3 million property. That's the only way I'm gonna cash like a check like that. You know what? It keeps it fun, all right? Yeah. Okay. My boarding gate is right there, so I was just making sure that they was on time. I missed my first flight, y'all, because I came through Paris. They was doing the most out there. Just lackadaisical as hell. I'm sitting there looking like, I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna get out of control. I can get stuck out here in Paris, and we gotta fly across the whole Atlantic Ocean. My whole flight was across the water, so I have like, yeah, whatever y'all got to do to the plane, do it. You know, it's like, oh, it's a maintenance issue. I'll fix that shit. So I missed my flight by like an hour. I'm building Africa, making my money in America. That's the point. So a lot of my friends like that know I'm finna do this. Oh, you should come over here. You should try this. You should try that. I'm like, look, You can't go keep trying shit and you gotta replenish your bread. I know I'm a broker in Georgia, a real estate broker. I've been doing real estate for 18 years. I could go to Georgia and go get my money up real fast. Even get me some agents up under me real fast. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going where it's tried and true. I'm not going to be going to try to make it work somewhere where I'm not from or haven't done it at. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that I won't be investing in America. I do know I'm getting my people together so we can get, you know what I mean?